Yeah, just this uh, looking, thinking happening, searching, expectation, sitting on the chair, wondering is already what is being longed for. And this what is already nothing being everything. It can never really be known. It can never really be understood because already there is nobody outside of it to know it or understand it. It's already everything. There is no real separation except as an imagination appearing in this, as this. So what seems to be somebody who's searching for this, who's looking for this, can only be a dream appearing in this. There's no real somebody who's searching, who's looking for this already. So what is being looked for is already that which is looking. So there is no separate somebody outside of this who's searching for this. It's just this appearing as somebody who's searching. So there's really nothing to get here. There's really nothing to be done. There's just what seems to be happening. And what seems to be happening, which may include seeking, looking, expecting, has got nothing to do with the separate self, because there's no real separate self. It is only totality, this appearing as what seems to be a separate self. So this doesn't mind. This doesn't mind itself. Any question may arise here. Any thought may arise. The answer may seem to be given, but that is going nowhere. Even when it seems as if there is a journey, you know, there is no real journey. That journey is just a dream appearing in this. There's nobody who's searching already. There's nobody who's gonna find enlightenment eventually. There's just emptiness appearing as everything, appearing as a room, as a computer screen, longing, wondering, thoughts, sensations, hoping, losing hope. There's just this totality already appearing as that. So there is nobody here who knows anything. There's nobody here who's even talking. There's nobody here who's even listening. There's just what seems to be happening. And what seems to be happening is not personal. So here, judgment doesn't arise because it is seen that everything is an expression of totality. Everything is an expression of this. This, just this, is already everything. So there is already nobody outside of everything to find this, to know this, or become one with this. There is just this. This is already worthless. And there may seem to be a resonance here that seems to appear. Something may seem to resonate with what is being spoken, but there is nobody behind it. It's not even a thing. There can be just resonance, but it doesn't belong to anyone. Since there's already nobody who's seeking for this. So this is not trying to save anybody. This is not trying to save the world, to win souls, or to change anything. This is already whole and complete. And there are no limitations here. This may express as anything. There is no wrong or right here. And this doesn't mind. It doesn't mind. Every conversation, every thinking, or what seems to be happening can be seen as just a story. Mm. It's already unreal. There is no real story. There is no real you. There's just this. Even that which may seem to be asking a question is already this. That which may seem to give an answer is already totality appearing as somebody who's giving an answer. There is no you, therefore there are no others. If it seems as if there is a you, then it may seem as if there are others, but that's just a dream appearing in this. There are no real others and there is no real you. There's just this, which is appearing as that. So if there are questions that may seem to arise, then if there is any sharing, everything is allowed to be as it is. There is no judgment here. So silence itself is already okay, because silence is also an expression of this. So everything is beautiful, whether there's talking happening, asking question, movement, no movement, silence, no silence, it's okay, it's beautiful. Everything is equally beautiful.
Well, Nkosi, everyone, I will share that recently I have felt really taken in by things of the world, disconnected, and don't feel the resonance I have felt. And consequently, I have been suffering, feeling alone, don't even know quite how to formulate my words. And it's like I that's what's happening. And I really don't know it seems like I don't know how to come back home from these distractions. I wrote to you a little bit about this morning, Nkosi, and I'm really glad to be here and see everybody, and just taking the books and reading and like wanting to get it makes it almost worse. Um, but anyway, that's what's been seemingly going on with me lately.
Yeah, I would say there's already nobody who's disconnected from anything. There's just totality, everything appearing as that. And what seems to be happening there is already not personal. It's just this what is everything expressing as that. There's already no you who's ever disconnected from this. There's no disconnection. There's just this. There's no separation. There's nobody who's separate from this. There's just this. Even what appears to be a question is just this expressing as that. So the story itself is beautiful. You know, it's not wrong or right, because also it's just uh, what is totality expressing as that story. So it's not personal. There's no victim there. There's no real victim. Because the victim, when it is looked for, it can never really be found. So it is seen clearly that is also an expression of everything. Also an expression of everything. Appearing, dreaming itself to be somebody who's separate and who's feeling disconnection. But there's no real somebody who can ever feel anything here, who's feeling anything. There's no real somebody who wants to know, who wants to get from point A to point B. There's just this already. As pressing as that.
That's beautiful, Nkosi. It just opened up my heart.
Ah, beautiful. Yeah, welcome.
And it couldn't be any other way. It's like I was mopping earlier, just mopping. Like, I don't know, it just, the that's what was happening. It was mopping. Just like with you, what was happening was these thoughts of, oh, I've lost it, blah, 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 blah. Just, that's just what was happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that put some lightness into it, Zoe. Mopping.
So everything is already this, you know. This may appear to say, today I'm very down. Maybe I need to take a nap in this meeting. I'm not getting anything. There seems to be a contraction. Yeah. That's already totality. Everything appearing is that. So this may may take any direction. It may say anything, it may ask anything, it may give an answer, it may ask trick questions, this may do anything. There are no limitations. There are no limitations here. Somehow this seems to be playing with itself, if I may say, talking to itself, asking a question, giving an answer to itself, getting angry, frustrated, feeling peace, joyful. So as I always say, it doesn't mind. Yes, Peter?
I just wanted to say, Alice, thank you for your sharing.
Say that.
Thank you for the sharing. There is resonance when somebody shares how they feel. I know in these circles, it's tricky. I used to share how I feel, and I stopped because I'm concerned I may get advice what to do, or that there is an implication that my sharing requires a fixing. And so I appreciate the fact that it's okay to share a feeling, and it's okay. It's, as Nkosi says, it's this expressing as that, and it doesn't need to be fixed. It's perfect as it is. It's fine as it is.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
Welcome.
It's so beautiful to get nothing.
Well, Peter, you shared 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was very touched by that sharing too. I could just resonate with it, relate to it, and it felt so so human. And bringing it to the wisdom of Nkosi just makes a lot of difference for me when I hear that from others as well. Thank you. It's because, like, well, yeah, as a child or growing up or whatever, there's been shame around needing things, and then coming to this group, it's like it's kind of invalid to have feelings or stories because that's not in my evaluation, it's like that was not permitted, or somebody's going to say, oh, Alice, that's just a story, and some fear around that. So I guess I'm learning that, like the wisdom you just shared with me by putting out what I did totally shifted me, and that's the value in expression for me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So here it is seen. It is seen that whenever a question is asked, or somebody is asking a question, it's seen as if I don't know how to put it. It's seen as just this, which is also what I am, asking a question. I don't know. I don't know if that, of course, it doesn't make sense. So everything is okay. It's it's not, there's no, I mean, there's no separation. There's no real separation. So when somebody is asking a question, it is also I who's asking a question. It's the same as that, like that. Just making an example. So
He got kicked off.
There he goes.
sorry about this connection problem. Yeah, that's just what's happening. So there's already no real brother, real sister, child, mother. There's just this. So this is already everything. Uh, Everybody seems to be frozen.
You think so? No, I don't, not here, not on this end. They're all in
Can you see
silence.
us?
Now,
Doesn't seem to me that
Yeah.
anybody's frozen.
Yeah, it's just on Nkosi's end. We're all good.
oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Um, so there is no real sky, there's no real mountain, real trees. There are no real animals, you know. There's just this, which is nothing, being everything. There may be labels that is a computer screen. There is a mountain, there is an elephant, there is a tree, but those are just labels, you know. Everything is already nothing, everything is already empty. There are no real individuals, there's just this. So this as it is already everything. So it can never really be found. You know, how can everything be found? By whom? So this as it is already whole and complete. And it is so free to be anything, to express as anything. Every expression is beautiful because every expression is already totality expressing as that. There is no real separation except as an imagination or as a thought construct that is appearing in this. I think the reason why there seem to be a network connection, disconnection. There is a load shedding nearby. The, there's no electricity nearby where I live, so that's what is causing this disconnection. Can I be heard there?
Yeah, thank you for.
Thank you.
Yes, you're heard.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
So over here, there is resistance that says, I am here. Strong, strong resistance that says, I am here. So is that just everything expressing as resistance saying, I am here?
Exactly. So, if I may ask, so what is that resistance all about?
It's just like there's just a strong sense that I am here. And the resistance is it sounds like you're trying to take that away. And so,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it may seem to express that way too. Yeah, at times. It doesn't last.
So resistance is beautiful. If I am thinking I'm me and I'm resisting, then that too is beautiful.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's just an expression of this. There's nothing to do about that resistance. There's nobody to even get rid of resistance. There's just resistance. It may be allowed to be as it is. It may be seen as just beautiful. Is anything that is resisting resistance.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there's a lot resisting the resistance over here. A whole lot. And there's a whole lot over here trying to get rid of the resistance. And there's a whole lot over here trying to accept the resistance and just let it be. It's all messed up over here. And that is beautiful, right?
Beautiful. Exactly. Yeah. So every expression is beautiful. Everything is allowed to be as it is without judgment. And that too may be allowed to play, to play out, to resist, try to accept it, get rid of it. Yeah. But really, it doesn't last. It comes and goes. It's like uh, there is a stage, uh, different characters, they come in to play, to do different acts. Some they come let's say, to sing. They come to sing on the stage. Some they come to to do a movie on the stage, they exchange the stage, they come and go. So it's like that. Everything is allowed to play until it goes away. Another one will come as a resistance. It will dance on the stage, dance until the time comes for it to get off the stage, and then another one will come, anger. So everything comes and goes. There is no judgment here. This doesn't mind, because every expression is already this. So this doesn't mind meditation. It doesn't mind the seeking that seems to be happening. It doesn't mind the expectation that may seem to be happening. Everything is okay, because everything is an expression of this. So if there is a desire to seek, that may be allowed to play out as well until that desire doesn't arise. If there are questions that are coming up, those questions may be allowed to be as they are until they don't arise anymore. Questions or no questions is the same, because everything is this. Seeking or not seeking is the same, because everything is already this. Getting it or not is the same, because everything is already this. And there is already nobody to get it or not. There's just this.
Have you played the game of chess, Nkosi?
No, I've never played it.
So there's you win at the end is checkmate. When you're talking, it's just like it's checkmate, this or that, checkmate, checkmate, checkmate. Yeah. It's so funny. Oh, yeah. It just, uh, I, you know, just
There's no
all
escape.
the work and striving. It's like, it's always, yeah, incessantly on. Checkmate.
Beautiful.
So it's like, usually it seems like checkmate, checkmate, you lose. But in this way, it sounds like checkmate, you win. Very beautiful. And other thing I'd like to say, coming off of what Alice was speaking about, that there is such a beauty in being able to say where you're at, to share what you're feeling, no matter what, since it's everything. And and I don't know, I sort of envision the world doing that, you know, where it could be shared with whatever is going on, you know, and it's just freeing to just say what's going on, you know. So thank you, Alice, for that, because I've been resonating with that the whole hour, and it's like, and the practical implications in my life to get it on that level with my wife, with my son, with, yeah, that, you know, with my life, to practice, for me, to practice what you shared. Huh. Lovely. I love this group. So I'm validating also the whatever is going on in this group. I don't know, right? Resonance is the word we get to, it seems like, only, but whatever it is, it's really special. Really special. Thank you. Huh.
Thanks, Don. And this too doesn't even know what's going on here. This doesn't know anything. This just what appears to happen. It's just what's happening. There's no desire here to achieve anything, to get to the pinnacle of the mountain, to do anything. It is just this. Even when that desire seems to arise, that is also beautiful. There's not to say now that desire is arising, that's wrong or right. That's just what appears to happen. Desire or no desire is equally beautiful. because everything is an expression of this. And this doesn't mind itself. There's really nothing outside of this already. Any last comment or question? Thank you everybody for coming. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Nkosi.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Nkosi.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.